Yeah, what's going on YouTube? Alright, we're back again. Another night. Same spot. No. Yeah. In case anybody's wondering why I always do all my recording at night. Well, there's a couple of reasons. One, main reason is being because that's when I choose to do it. Because I'm not really about talking into my phone and walking around during the day, because it just looks kind of weird. I mean, I know people do it, and I've done it, but I'm just not that, accustomed to doing that yet. So, for now, it's just going to be a night. I've already given you guys a daytime one, so, you have the image of what my city looks like at during the day, but, this ain't a tourist attraction that I'm trying to show you all, the good places of my city, which is Toronto. No, I'm showing you the gloominess. With gloom comes darkness, and this is all I've known for, since I've been out on the streets. So, I gotta show where, the hardest time is. Which, I don't know, some people might disagree and say the nights are not the hardest, the day is, but no, I beg to differ. During the day you can find places to sleep. Like I sleep during the day, at the mall, at the library, anywhere I can, basically, because sleep is a luxury. You're never going to be fully rested. You're never going to get that 8 hours that you need to fully function. You're only going to get a couple hours here, an hour here, and you're going to take it. Because believe it or not, that 1 hour or even two, like it goes a long way. Like even today at the library, man, I actually got how long did I get? I slept at 9:30, I think, until 1:30. So I got 4 hours, But mind you, I wasn't fully rested. It wasn't 4 hours sleeping in a bed. No, it was 4 hours sleeping in a couch, kind of partial couch. It was like a one-seater couch. And the back seat was low, so I had to I don't know, I can't even describe it. I had to roll down, kind of the way how I'm sitting right now, or my head's on the small back piece, or I'm sitting on a bench right now. Normally your back would be there, but I slouched down to where my head would be where my back would normally be resting again. So that's the way how I slept while I was in the library, and again, it's not the most comfortable, but I slept, and I got up, and I actually felt a lot better for once. So, library is key to getting some sleep, because I was sleeping in the mall, and it's hard. I get I slept in the mall today, and I had one of the security officers come over, started tapping on my table, and I get up, and I'm just I'm looking around, I'm just oh frig, I'm about to get arrested for something. He's just yo, is everything alright there, sir? And I'm just yeah. I was just tired. He's oh, okay, I just wanted to make sure everything was alright, and he left. It was just that chill, But I just didn't like the confrontation, because, that's not something you want to see. You waking up from a nap, he's not a cop, but, he's a patrolman officer. So, and just anybody in that kind of, authoritative role, I just don't like being around. Even though, as funny as that sounds, I'm actually trying to get my security license, so go figure that. But I mean, that's the only conclusion that I've come to, that all the options that I've tried, this is like the last one that I'm putting all my eggs into, and yeah, I mean, it's not. It was working out. I was working on it for a while, but what happened? I mean, I was doing it all on my tablet, right? It's an online course, and I was doing it all on my tablet, and like if I was doing it on a desktop, it would be so much faster because I just have to copy and paste a bunch of shit, but I can't really do that on the tablet. It's just not as efficient. So, like a one lesson course, there's like 12 lessons, and like one lesson course takes me like a day to do, whereas if I was on a desktop, it would take me like maybe an hour. Like, I'd be going through that shit, but I just can't. The library I go to gets filled up pretty fast, and well, as soon as I go there, the first thing I gotta do is like charge my shit on my electronics, and usually while that's going on, I take a nap or something. So, and then I can proceed with other things after that if it's still available. But more so than not, most of the computers are usually already taken. So I haven't been able to work on it for a while now. I worked on it like the first 2 days, and then I kind of just stopped just because I realized that even if I was to get the security, finish the course, I still got to go do the test, and then I still got to wait for them to mail me the certificate of completion, and then my my license, my actual license. So I mean, that's still like it's within reasonable time, but that's like, that whole process is probably like 2 weeks, and I need money now. I need immediate help now. So I kind of just, you know what? Let me just go into what happened with today, because I'm kind of rambling and I don't want this to be too long. Because my SD card's getting filled up, and I'm not gonna be able to do much more until I start deleting some of my stuff, my videos that I recorded before. But before I do that, I want to upload them on YouTube, just so they're there, and I don't have to worry about holding on to shit for too long on my phone, because it's just, there isn't much storage on here. I have an extra SD card on here, but it filled up pretty fast. But anyway, let me just go into it. What happened today? So last night I was talking with you guys. Said I was having a horrible day, pretty much. It sucked. And the night was even worse. It was just so bitterly cold, and oh my goodness, it was so cold this morning. Like I was walking towards my bus, and I see it pass me, right? So I'm like, frig, that's like another 30-45 minute wait, because it's like early morning hours, right? So they come like every 30 minutes to an hour, whatever the shit is. And it was so cold. Like, first I went into the gas station, I was just waiting there, but I didn't want to tell me to leave. So I go back out to the bus stop, and I'm just pacing back and forth like non-stop, because you got to keep moving when it's that cold. You stop moving, and the shivers come in, and those aren't pleasant. Now, mind you, it probably wasn't cold enough to get you hypothermia. Well, actually, it would have been if I slept outside. Oh, for sure. If I had slept outside, hypothermia, definitely, 100%. But, since I wasn't sleeping outside, it can get down into your bones like that, especially if you're moving, or if you can just go inside and warm up quick, like 5-10 minutes, and then you'll be good again. But yeah, that travel time from the coffee shop to the mall, back to the mall this morning, oh my goodness, man, it was just so bad, man. And then the mall's like super hot. It's like super It's overly hot. They don't have the ACs on yet, which is good and bad. It's good because for those moments like when I need to warm up quick or whatever from the mornings. Basically, it's good for the morning. So like when you're cold and shit. But after that, it's just like a heat trap. Like I can't even really chill inside there for too long all the time because I'll be sweating, and I don't like to take off my jacket because I'm wearing this like basically I'm wearing like a sweat top, but like the zipper on it is broken, so like you can see like my t-shirt and shit, and like I haven't changed it in a while, so I don't really like people seeing that. And on top of that, I got kind of like a gut now, and I'm really conscious about it because I used to be really slim for like the longest time, and all of this poor eating and poor lifestyle and stress and not caring and everything has made me overweight. I'm not huge overweight, but I got a belly now. So, I want to work on that, but I'm not motivated right now. I can't be motivated to get a gym membership and do all that shit when I don't got anywhere else to go at night. And I see a lot of people saying, get a gym membership so you can take a shower and all of that. Yeah, I mean, that's cool, but for me, I that's too much to have to go to the gym. And then, I don't know. Just the way how my mind is right now, I'm not a person that likes to move around too much unless I have to. It's just kind of how I am, It's like that agoraphobia. It's not so much the fear. It's just, how should I say it? Being used to being a recluse. It's hard to break out of that. That's the only way I can explain it. Again, I've had agoraphobia for years. I've gotten a lot better at dealing with it. I can go outside and everything. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. That's the best way I could explain it without it, dragging on. So, back to what I was talking about before. Yeah, it was really cold this morning, and, I got to the mall, and like I said, I had a security guard come up to me, and, again, it wasn't a real big deal, but I just didn't like that interaction. Even though he was cool about it, mad cool. And I think he was even busting jokes with the other security guard after. Because they weren't too far away. He stepped like a few feet away. And then, like, there's another security guard that he was just talking to. And then they saw all of my, like, wiring and shit that I had. And I don't know, they're making comments about it. They're just like, I don't know. Like, they weren't saying anything bad, but it was just like, a little small talk or whatever between them. And it was just like, I'm the small talk, I'm the subject, to keep the conversation going. But, he was cool about it. And he didn't do anything. And, like, again, I want to do the security thing. With all of that said, I was just like, it wasn't a bad situation, like I said. Because he could have easily just said, something like, oh, you're taking up this whole table for yourself. There's other families there, so no sleeping or whatever. Or something, you know what I mean? Just to be a dick, but he didn't do anything like that, so I appreciated that. And I didn't go back to sleep, At least not at the mall. So I basically left the mall. And I went to the library, which I told you already before that I, slept there for about 4 hours. And then the rest of the time I just spent, like, charging my shit. And I was doing a bunch of other shit, too, but I can't really remember. But, yeah, I was just chilling there. And they closed at 5, because it's the weekend and shit. So I went to the mall right after, got something to eat. Then my thing, and then I pretty much, I was having a really, like, the bad emotions that I was feeling yesterday carried into today. So I was still feeling like shit. I was just feeling like, I don't want to be out here anymore. I'm just tired of doing all of this. It's like such a shitty situation when like you have first and last to pay for rooming and lodging, and they don't want to take you because you're not a full-time working professional or you're not a student. But yet my wage is still guaranteed. So like, why does that matter? To them that's a big, I don't know, gamble. But I don't even see that. How would that be a gamble? I paid you first and last, and if I had any issues with paying rent, then the last month that I paid, I would just move out after that. It's just as simple as that. Mostly, like, the worst case is like you ask for an extension or for them to work with you. But I've never been in that situation until recently, and that was only because I was looking for trying to find another place. Like, I spent like 3.5 months looking for another place, man. And the place that I just left. Like, you know how long it took me to find that one? So it's been a non-stop fight to just try to get a place, and then you still lose in the end, even if you do have the money. And that's when I knew it was just like, okay, I have the money, but I still can't get it. I knew there's something else going on there, So that really messed with my emotions, and dealing with all of that, with the isolation. I was already isolated before I became homeless. Like, I didn't have any friends, nobody to talk to, no close acquaintances. Only my mom I would really speak to about, these type of things I'm going through. And, but I was kind of slowly burning that bridge just because, she always says I only talk to her when, I'm desperate or I really need her for something. I'm like, heck yeah. I'm like, because I'm trying to, I'm dealing with depression, and depression isolates you from your loved ones or anybody. Just because I don't want to deal with ridicule, and I don't want to be looked down upon. So I try not to go into uncomfortable, situations and stuff, whether that be with friends, if I had any, or family. More so in this case, it's my family. She's the reason why I'm out here in the first place, because she kicked me out. And she didn't understand a lot of the things that I was telling her until after I got out. So, it is what it is. And I could have easily just never talked to her again. I could have held on to that grudge. That's all that I went through. But I can't, because she's my mom, Like, no matter what, like, I always need her in my life because, I don't have anybody else close to me that's significant. I've never had, like, a girlfriend and shit, so... I don't have any significant other or anybody that even cares about me for that matter, So, I was really a wreck today, and I decided, at first I wasn't even going to tell my mom anything that I was going through, but, being in the weakened state that I was in, and my mind state, and, just not caring anymore, I decided to finally talk. Yeah, you remember how I messaged her yesterday? I don't know if you guys remember that in my last video, but I messaged her, and she didn't message me back right away. She messaged me afterward. So, I finally got the message back, but I think my video, I don't know, my video might cut off, because it always cuts off like randomly after the 20-minute mark. So I'm going to try to do this in like the next 3 or 4 minutes before that happens. Otherwise, I'll do another quick video. But yeah. Anyway, let me just speed this up. So basically, I was talking with her text message, because I don't really talk on the phone. Just that, introvertness in me. I just don't really like talking if I don't have to. And then, I just went off. I just told her everything, and then, all she said to me was like, she said that same line, I only come to her when I need her, which is true. But, I told her endlessly why that was. And again, it's because of depression, anxiety, everything. And not only that, just being disappointed in myself, and not even being able to hold my head high in front of my mom. I'm like, I'm always a constant disappointment. So I feel ashamed. So I don't really like to talk with her, because it's always going to be gloom and doom if you talk to me. So so she was right about that. But like I said, I just explained to you why that was. And then she said, even with all of that said, I wasn't even asking her for anything. All I wanted was somebody to talk to, just to hear me out. You know what I mean? And give me some sort of moral advice, or even just say you'll get through it, or something. I don't know. I didn't really care. I don't even know what I was looking for, but I just had to get that out of me because it was just driving me crazy. And she says basically, handle this shit as if I wasn't alive, And she's been saying that for a while over the years. Just pretend what would you do if I wasn't here, And she keeps saying that. I'm like, okay, but you are here, I would be thankful. I'm thankful that you are still here, But she wants me to treat it as if she's not here. It's and I just completely flipped out, I was just so freaking pissed. I'm just like, what has happened to the family unit that you kick out your son at an early age? He has no money to his name. He has no job, no education, and you expect him to swim, in this social economy, It's been a constant struggle, and she knows it, but she's just keep saying the same thing. Stand on your own 2 feet. What the frig have I been doing for majority of my life? That's a third of my life, man. I've been doing that shit, and I barely ever asked you for anything. Yeah, I asked you for a few handouts, but it was literally that, or I'd starve to death. If you didn't want that on your plate, then whatever. It's not like I even cared anyway. Most of those cases that I was asking for help, it was just like a do or die type of situation. She doesn't help me, I don't care if I die. And it's generally what it was. Even now. So I just went off. I was just tired of it. She was the last person I could speak with, and now I don't got anybody. So it's gonna be rough from here. And I didn't even tell you guys, but I sent so many. Did I tell you? I don't know if I told you guys, but I sent so many resumes and stuff out. Not even one callback today. Over 100, probably. And what was the last thing I was gonna say before I have to go? Man, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. I just decided to throw an ad up on Kijiji and Craigslist just to see if anybody cared. I just described my situation. I'm homeless, and I've been trying to look for a place for a while. If anybody can help me out, it's gonna be a place I can sleep down just for a little bit. I'm not asking for a full, long time commitment. Just to help me out for a little bit until I can get my security license or whatever. And I got a few people back. I got 5 people respond to me. 3 of them were asking me for full rent. They wanted me to be working and all that shit. And I'm just like, I might as well just apply to one of these other people that are renting, because you obviously didn't read my post that I'm saying that I'm struggling here. And then one other guy, he just says, "Oh, you don't want to work? How do you just want to live for free?" That's how he starts his message out, and I'm just like, bro, you don't even know me. You're just making assumptions right off the bat. I'm like, I don't even want to talk to you anymore. I don't even care if you're going to offer me a place to sleep. With that kind of judgmental, there's no way. No way. So, screw that guy. Anyways, we're back at it again. Another night, another day. Just now I just feel like total dog shit. I don't even care about living anymore. There's no light at the end of the tunnel, and God's not even gonna get me out of this. So, whatever. Anyways, that'll be it for the night, guys. I probably just drained half my battery right here. So, yeah, this will be it, and I'll try to do another one tomorrow. So, you guys have a good one. Take it easy.